Just wanted to show off some of my non-Barbie fashion dolls, some of my favorites. This one is primarily sold at Burlington. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but on the box it always says Tiny Time Home doll. I took her out of her original outfit and gave her this Five Below Glam Squad fashion pack. She kind of reminds me of like a Project MC Squared Adrian doll in the face. Love this fashion pack. It's really, really cute. And here we have a Steffi Love doll wearing a fashion fever top, some Rainbow High Skylar skirt. I do love Steffi Love dolls as well. They're really cool and they're very affordable at like TJ Maxx and stuff like that. Here we've got my Naturalista's doll. I redressed her. I think her name is Juliana. I really love this line of dolls, the Latinistas and the Naturalistas and stuff like that. I feel like dolls like that are really important, especially because Barbie these days, you know, she does release a lot of like diverse dolls and stuff like that, but you know, we always need more from different companies. Barbie shouldn't be the only doll on shelves, at least in my opinion. I love back then when more Barbie rivals were like common, just like regular human proportion dolls, stuff like that. Here we've got my other Naturalistas doll and my Imani doll from Olmec Toys. She's a 90s doll. Love her. I got her at a thrift store. I think her makeup is really pretty. Her hair feels really nice too. She's very great quality. Got this Naturalista doll. I did that braid in her hair. Trying to get better at doing just regular like braids on doll hair. I really want to redress her just because I know that she'll slay more in a different outfit and stuff like that. But yeah, this one is one of the more like generic like clone dolls that was released. I wouldn't exactly call her like a clone of like Barbie or anything, but she was definitely another fashion doll that was marketed, that was, you know, marketed as like a more affordable alternative and stuff like that to Barbie. I see a lot of dolls of her in box on eBay. They don't really go for that much, but these dolls are very pretty. See, I really wish there were more Barbie-sized toy lines that kind of sold fashion packs like this. Or I don't know if anybody remembers the Sparkle Girls dolls by, I think by Zuru now, but they used to be by Funville, and you used to be able to find all the fashion packs at Walmart and stuff like that, and they would be full sets of outfits with like a top, a bottom, and like an accessory, and then the shoes and stuff like that. I don't have many of those clothes now, but back when I was getting into collecting around 2015, 2016, and like middle school-ish, I know that those were very popular to like get into if you were trying to get more clothing in your doll wardrobe. But yeah, I think there needs to be more dolls out there that aren't Barbie, that sell more clothes, just so that there's more variety on shelves and stuff like that. Because, you know, as you can see, other companies can do it, and there's certainly a budget for a simple fashion pack, or even just a simple doll packaged with like a little playset. You know, this doll right here is like the most generic of all, like as they come, really. I mean, she's got another doll's face. These molds are like literally everywhere, like in terms of like body molds and face molds and stuff like that. But like, as you can see, she doesn't have screen printed on like face paint, unlike some companies do these days. But yeah, gotta love the Latinistas faces too. I feel like this doll in particular has like a really, really nice face card, and her hair is like a really pretty shade of like, sort of like a copperish, like ginger brown almost. I like the way I redressed her too, although I gotta get her different leg warmers. These Steffi Love dolls are very affordable too. You can literally find them at like TJ Maxx, or I guess like Amazon too. They don't sell for very much. Steffi Love is like primarily sold in like the UK, I believe. She's more popular over there. I literally redressed her just because I did not like the outfit that she came in, or dress rather. Just have this little fashion fever top. I really need to get more doll clothes. I think the problem that I have is getting more dolls instead of getting the clothes so I can make outfits and stuff like that. And I really think that if there are more fashion packs kind of like these that were like full sets of clothing that like, you know, coordinate really good, then I would have a much better time dressing my dolls. Not that I have so much of a problem now, but I just feel like I own so many like pieces that don't go together at all, and like not enough clothes that I actually use on my dolls. So I really want to start getting, you know, doll clothes for them that I'll actually be able to use, and clothes that'll be able to fit my curvy Barbies, because, you know, I want my curvy dolls to be able to dress nicely too. I feel like we should have like just generically packaged dolls and like with curvy bodies too. I don't know why that's so hard. Because like they can do the skinny bodies no problem, obviously, because the molds are out there. I know that those basic Hair Mazings dolls are coming in curvy sizes too. I have a curvy fairy doll from them, and I also just have another just generic curvy fashion doll. I couldn't find any listing pics of them on like the Walmart app or anything right now, but I'm glad that those exist, at least for the budget doll market, just so that things aren't, you know, so completely just like one look, you know what I mean? Because I think that especially for, you know, children, budget dolls are very important, because a lot of kids cannot afford your standard like $26.99 including tax, like, you know, Monster High doll or like Rainbow High doll that costs $30 because of a damn gimmick or whatever. But, you know, a lot of them are going to be getting the dolls that cost $4.99, $2.99, etc. And it's important that, you know, there's different looks and different sizes and stuff like that. And even just adult collectors in general, you know, everybody wants variety, nobody just wants to see the same things. So, yeah. You know, as an adult doll collector, I already know that I'm not the target demographic, especially for these plain line budget dolls and stuff like that, but I do think that, you know, for the average adult person who's trying to get into collecting dolls, budget dolls are a really great way to start. You know, just so you can kind of figure out sort of what you like with dolls, how you like to dress them, if you want to customize them, if you like to cut their hair and restyle them really well, stuff like that. I know that Dream Ella dolls aren't really being produced much anymore, but you can still find them on eBay. They're not terrible quality, I don't think. I definitely do think that more doll lines need to start doing fashion packs again, because I feel like, especially with like Barbie and Bratz dolls, Barbie at least they have fashion packs, but most of them aren't very well designed at all. You know, Bratz is a different case. They don't have fashion packs at the moment, but I feel like if they had them, it would just make the whole collecting experience a lot more fun and a lot more like just worthwhile, because I feel like a lot of people are like me in the fact that they have a lot of dolls, but they don't have a lot of clothes to dress them in. So, hope you guys liked the video. Let me know if you guys know of any affordable like doll lines out right now that are well designed or look cute to you guys at least. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.